Good morning. This is Dylan Jovine from Behind the Markets. Happy Thursday. Today is November 7th. This is the first live video I am recording since Trump won the presidency, our 47th president. And not only did he win, obviously, it was like a sweep. Oh my goodness. Holy mackerel. I'll tell you something. You have to, just as a historian, you got to say to yourself, what a historic achievement. Talk about a remarkable achievement. I was going back in the history books trying to remember when such a big political comeback has happened before. And the only two names that I have in somewhat recent history is Nixon was a huge comeback. He loses the VP, then tries to run for governor. California loses that, is written off, and then obviously rides the Vietnam War right into the White House. And Grover Cleveland is the only prior president who didn't serve two successive terms. Grover Cleveland, about 100 plus years ago, lost re-election and then was out in the wilderness and then came back. But it's remarkable. It's actually the kind of comeback, it makes me think of Churchill. You remember Churchill with Gallipoli, World War I. It's a disastrous campaign when they go in for Turkey. They attack Turkey, they get demolished. Tens of thousands of Englishmen die. It's all laid at Churchill's feet, and that's debatable whether that happened. And he's in the wilderness for 10 years and then comes back and becomes the prime minister during the rise of Hitler. It's just an astonishing political comeback. But I think Trump's is right underneath that. It's an astonishing political comeback. What I said to my kids was, it's the lesson that I want them to take, besides the love for American democracy and the fact that the will of the voters have spoken, is never stop fighting. What a great lesson that is. Never, ever stop fighting. Fight until you have no more breath left in your lungs. And I just love that. And that's something that I personally believe too. But where are we now? Okay, stocks obviously pop. That's great. But we know the market's overvalued. The market is very overvalued by historical standards. And the market has only been this overvalued basically two times in the past 50 years, 2000 and 2007. When you look at things like the Buffett indicator, the PE ratio, et cetera, so we know the market is very overvalued. It can go up, but it's very important as an investor to keep objective and not get caught up in euphoria, to say there's a lot of excitement out there, but we're going to stand back and just look at things. I'll tell you one thing. It's obviously, what are the winners and losers? And I'm preparing a research report on this for you all so that we can actually jump into it. So stocks rallied. I just wrote some notes here. Stocks rallied, which is great, but very troubling and very concerning is bond yields also jumped higher. So that tells you that the Fed's lowered rates 50 basis points. The bond market, 10-year bonds have gone up 80 basis points. So it's like the Fed's not even in control of interest rates anymore. It's strange. But the reason bonds jumped up, yields jumped up, and bonds sold off is many policies, Trump policies, are going to be inflationary. Look, think about it. If you slap 60% tariffs on China, every sofa you get from China that you buy is going to be 60% more expensive. So that's the bottom line. That just becomes more expensive. So that's inflationary, and bond yields show that. So a couple of winners and losers. Obviously, anything solar related, for better or for worse, is going to be a loser. Policies, if you think of the faucet of government, the faucet is going to point away from solar and point toward other things. Big winner, biotech. Biotech's going to be a huge winner because Trump is going to change the FDA, less regulation. That's going to be terrific. A very big winner, obviously, energy. It's going to be a very, very big winner. Another big winner is going to be defense. Basically, all sectors that we're already in. So I feel pretty good about that. This looks very good for us, the way the new table's arranged. These are all sectors that are important to us. The other thing that's going to be, in my view, a big winner, and this is something that I've been thinking about lately, how great it would be if Trump really pushed an industrial policy that really revolutionized the build out of AA. Much like when we built the railroad across America, stitched together the continent, basically a transcontinental railroad, we created a transcontinental, for lack of a better word, data center system, an energy system to really propel AI. That could have such positive effects on energy, on AI, on chips, on data centers, on so many things that can help us for the long term. So I am speaking to people that know him, that are very plugged in on the economic side over there, and national security people that are, obviously I'm not going to mention any names, but that are very plugged in over there just to get an idea. But overall, our portfolio is very well aligned already with a Trump victory, period. We're very good. We're in a good place that way. Number one. Number two, we are going to even get more aligned with the benefits of this. So hang tight, hold your horses. There's going to be a lot of fun in the coming months, weeks, and years. Have a great day.